and the new British middleweight champion, Denzel Too Sharp Bentley. And he was too sharp for Mark Heffron tonight with a counter right hand over the top of a left jab to the body, where Heffron threw a slow jab to the body. His head come back up. He was timed to perfection by Bentley, who damaged the left eye of Heffron, leaving him in no condition to continue in between rounds 4 and 5. As punch perfect a performance as you could get for a British title. It's funny, Kell Brook's fighting this week. I remember when he took out Kevin McIntyre years ago, and I'd advise anyone to go and watch Kell Brook take out Kevin McIntyre in that fight. As punch perfect a performance in a British title fight as you're likely to see, that was from Kell Brook. Denzel Bentley's tonight was, not as spectacular, but considering it was his first title and his first attempt at the British, what an effort, what a performance. For me, Heffron, look, anyone who watched the prediction, well, I didn't do a prediction, but the breakdown, people know my thoughts now. Mark Heffron, to me, 10-year pro, limited in what he does, but I did give him props. Round 1, he came out and he tried to feint. He was throwing his jab. He was putting some shots together. He was improved. If anything, he performed better in the early rounds, even with the eye damage, than he did in the first fight, where he looked slow. He wasn't reading. He wasn't reading the attacks of Bentley. He was struggling with the movement. But this fight was different because Bentley, once he landed that shot and the eyes blew up, there was only going to be one winner. But barring a spectacular Hail Mary of a punch, it was just not going to happen for Heffron. And Michael Jennings has done the right thing in pulling him out. He's got a family, and at the end of the day, he can live to fight another day. But it was that jab against an aggressive counter puncher like Bentley. You cannot afford to throw slow punches and go to the body so slowly and leave yourself so exposed. And that one punch, that one moment, look, he wasn't knocked out. He wasn't destroyed. He can come back from this if he chooses to. It's been a long career, guys. 10 years is a long time in professional boxing. The second time he's attempted for this British title, you don't know now. But it was a fine performance from Bentley, who I think has got a good ceiling. A good ceiling. I think he's got more room to develop. There's going to be harder fights along the way. I think it's a great victory on paper and a great victory having the belt. There's tough fights to come. And, if he keeps improving, the world's his oyster. But for Mark Heffron, I'll give him props. He gave it a good effort tonight, and he shouldn't be ashamed of that. It was just one punch and then a moment just of pure boxing class. And, it wasn't as if he was getting battered and things like that, but you could see what was going to come. It was going to come. He was going to slowly get broken down. The eye was only going to get more damaged. Bentley would have started only putting more power into his punches, and there would have just been more and more problems for him. For me, I like what Bentley did. He didn't back up too much. He gave himself enough room. He was still adjusting. He was still, showing different looks, giving Heffron different looks, still adjusting position. But now he was in a position to counter punch and put his weight into it. And he was landing. There's some things he needs to work on. I do worry about him with that left hook to the head. He leaves himself wide open for that, and he's trusting a little bit too much in his chin. But these are things that he can iron out and develop upon. But now he's a champion. He goes from the hunter to the hunted. But the world, as I say, the world's his oyster. If he keeps learning, if he keeps wanting it, he can go as far as he really wants to. Good luck to him. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and thanks for watching.